everybody. But first, the Whitesboro Bearcats attempt to make the playoffs for the very first time ever. Benjamin Nahar is live in Whitesboro tonight.
Hey, David, that's right. It is a big game. Bearcats playing at Bearcat Stadium, trying to make their spot into the postseason for the first time in school history. Of course, they've been playing for football over 100 seasons and trying to make a little history tonight as they take on the Pilot Point Bearcats. We'll show you those highlights and show you how this one went down at Bearcat Stadium. The fans of Bearcat Stadium hoping to see some history be made. It's the Battle of the Bearcats, opening possession of the game. It's Jordan Gill. Who knew this guy was so good? Check out the speed, hitting the sideline, probably why the coach put him in 60 yards. And he has gone to the Bearcats strike first. They're in front 6-0. Then a little bit later, we go to the second quarter. Jordan Gill, this time taking to the air. He's going to find John Wood just down the middle, and the senior won't go down. It takes a host of Pilot Point defenders to bring him down. 4 or 5 of those guys. Bearcats in business in the red zone. Then a couple plays later, Jordan Gill punching it in off the fake handoff. Bearcats would go for 2, and they would be up 14-0. Then more Bearcats and more Gill. The coach's kid accounted for the Bearcats' first 3 scores of the game. This one was never in doubt. 60-7 is the final, to the Whitesboro Bearcats clinching their spot to the postseason for the first time in school history. Here to talk about history being made is Coach Eddie Gill, the Bearcats coach. You got to be feeling about this one. How does this one feel?
I'm glad you said it was never in doubt. I wish I'd have known that before the game. You know, Pilot Point's a good program over there, a lot of tradition, a lot of history. Hopefully we can start a little tradition and history of our own now.
What did it feel like being on the winning side, this one being the first for the school history and being part of that group?
Well, it sure beats the heck out of being on the losing end of it, that's for sure. You know, 100 years of futility. I'm so proud for our kids. I'm proud for our community, and I just am real glad that it, you know, happened with this group of kids and happened this way.
Was this one a little special just because you got it over Pilot Point?
You know, I'm sure for a lot of the other people in the community who have been here for a lot of years and had all that frustration with Pilot Point, you know, Coach Best is a great guy over there, and you know, I'm glad we won. I don't care who it was. I'm just glad that we won.
So now you're moving on, preparing for your first opponent in postseason. Looks like you're going to play Van Alstyne.
Yes,
how are you looking forward to playing them?
Well, you know, Coach Miller does a great job over at Van Alstyne. They're seasoned. They're in the playoffs year after year. You got to give the advantage to them just for that right there. You know, our biggest challenge probably going to be to get our heads out of the clouds. But they've done well doing that all year long, our kids have, and so I hope we'll be ready to go next week.
All right, Coach Gill, congrats tonight, making a little history being made. Congrats. David, Bearcats begin postseason action next Friday when they play Van Alstyne. That one happening at Little M at 7:30. Of course, we'll have the highlights of that game. David, let's send it back to you.
All right, congratulations to everybody over there in Whitesboro. What a great situation that is to make the playoffs for the first time. The Ardmore Tigers are set as the 3 seed in District 5A2. Tonight, they finish up the regular season at home. Tigers taking on